Right, so Brighton have just beaten Manchester United by 2 goals to 1, and it is just classic Manchester United under Ten Hag. Can things get better? Yes, they can. It's only 2 games into the season, but that was absolutely atrocious at the end. That goal alone, I haven't even rewatched it. I don't know who was at fault. I don't even think you can point blame at any individuals. You look at that defending as a collective, how João Pedro was allowed that free header is just embarrassing. That is the worst bit of defending I think I've seen in a very long time. Because as a collective, everyone was at fault. And the manager is the one that coaches that team to defend crosses like that. And it's the 90th minute. You know, I know it's only a point, but that point could be the difference at the end of the season. And it was atrocious. Who was marking him? You look at the Man United players, you look at where they were in the penalty area. João Pedro was next to no Man United player. And he's given a free header. It was embarrassing. That was terrible. And if you're going to defend like that, you deserve to lose football matches. But that wasn't the whole match. But it might as well have been, because it was the most important moment of the game. But let's get into it. So, first half, I'd say that it was... You know, United looked a bit threatening at times, but you'd have to say Brighton did control bits of the first half. They went in front. Was it deserved? I don't know. It seemed like an even game to me. But they went in front through Danny Welbeck. It was a cross that came in. And again, this one I can blame individuals. I'm sorry, but how many times is Harry Maguire going to be in the wrong place at the wrong time? That marking for the Welbeck opener was that was terrible. And he does this time and time again. First of all, the original cross comes in and he fails to deliver it, fails to deal with it. And I think he could have easily have dealt with it. But then it goes out. You've got away with it. Another cross comes in and Maguire's nowhere near it. And you can see him, you can lip read what he's saying. He's saying, I couldn't get to it. Well, you fucking could get to it. You could, but he's so slow. You look at Lisandro Martinez. Lisandro Martinez, his positioning was perfect. He was covering his man at the back post, but Maguire wasn't covering his man in front of Lisandro Martinez. So Martinez is doing his bit, but Maguire's not. And it's always Harry Maguire. Lisandro Martinez is going to get worse if he keeps playing with this guy. Ten Hag needs to start bringing De Ligt into the team a bit more often, because I'm telling you, this guy will keep letting you down. Watch the first goal. Look at Maguire. Look where he's standing. And look where Martinez is standing. Martinez is doing his job, but Maguire's not doing his job. And Brighton go in front, and then there you go. It's 1-0, and United now have to come back. But then second half, they start to grow into the game. But then Brighton pick it up again. Brighton hit the bar with Danny Welbeck, and then as soon as that happens, within 2 minutes later, Amad Diallo goes up the other end of the field and finishes brilliantly. And that made it 1-1. And then we know what happened at the end with 2-1. But I want to talk about a couple of individuals. First of all, I want to talk about Amad Diallo. I know there's going to be a lot of people that will look at his overall performance and say, he wasn't the best. Was his overall performance fantastic? No, it wasn't. But I tell you what, this guy gives you so much going forward. I don't care what people say about him. He is so threatening on that right-hand side. And that goal he scored, he thoroughly deserved that. United are so much better with him on the right. Even if he does certain bits where he's still a bit inexperienced, he is so threatening on the right-hand side. And that goal is exactly what he can do. I love Diallo. I think he's brilliant. And even Garnacho. When Garnacho came on, again, Garnacho, Diallo and Xerxes. So obviously them two came on and Diallo was already playing. But them three up front, Man United looked so good. So good. And Garnacho basically scored a perfectly good goal. He scored a perfectly good goal, but it's like Xerxes took it off him. So Garnacho's done his job. He should have a goal to his name. But it was Xerxes. It was unfortunate. Xerxes bailed them out last week. And Xerxes played well when he came on. His link-up play was outstanding. So you can't really blame him too much. It was unfortunate. He's got a touch on that ball and it's offside and the goal's chalked out. It went from probably should have been 2-1 to United, and now it's 1-1, and it's still game on at this point. And then obviously Brighton go and get the winner at the end. But I want to talk about them three: Garnacho, Xerxes, and Diallo. What they give you is so good. And I'll tell you who doesn't give you what them three give you: Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes. I like Bruno Fernandes. I do, but I don't think he's a team player. He is not a team player. And if someone's not a team player, you have to play them further up the field. If you're playing Bruno Fernandes deep, you're going to get nothing from him. Because he's selfish. He's selfish. He's a selfish player. And you're not going to win anything with him in the team. Xerxes is the type of guy United need up front. But if you're going to play Bruno Fernandes, then you have to play him up front. But Xerxes is a better option. Bruno Fernandes, and when I say don't win anything, I mean the big trophies, the Premier Leagues, the Champions Leagues. So Bruno Fernandes, even though I like him, I just feel Xerxes gives you more. Now, as for Marcus Rashford, I'm going to end this video by just saying my feelings on him. He's got to be the biggest disgrace in football. He has to be. He's an absolute shambles of a player, and it's embarrassing. He is terrible, and it's so frustrating for me because I feel if Marcus Rashford had a good attitude, he would be one of the best left wingers in world football if his attitude was right, because the potential and the ceiling he has is unbelievable. And I've fallen out with people because I've backed Marcus Rashford in the sense that I say how big his ceiling is and if he had a good attitude. But people get confused with what I'm saying. They think that I rate him now. No, I know Marcus Rashford's shit, but you can't deny that if he had a good attitude, the talent he has, he could reach the top. But you know, I'm honestly running out of patience with him. I even put Rashford in my fantasy football team because even though I know he's a piece of shit, I thought the romantic side of me wants to see him prove everyone wrong and show the talent that he has, because he has the talent. Talent is not enough in football. You need to have a good attitude as well. And he does not have the good attitude, but he has the talent. He clearly has the talent, but he picks and chooses when he wants to turn up. And that's why I think he's the biggest disgrace in football, because how can you have that much talent and you jog around from time to time, you don't care? He's a shambles. Seriously, he should be at Saka's level. He should be. But he's not, because he doesn't have Saka's wonderful attitude. Honestly, I think United, how many more chances can they give this guy? Seriously, when is the penny going to drop with Marcus Rashford? He's got so much ability, but he doesn't show it. He doesn't show it. Garnacho's on the pitch for about 5-10 minutes. He already nearly gets a goal. Should have got a goal. Let's be honest. That's a goal. But Xerxes is just taking it off him. Honestly, I'm running out of patience with Rashford, and it's making me seem stupid because I'm still, like I said, the enthusiastic side of me really wants him to hit his potential and reach his potential, but he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it because his attitude's just not going to change, is it? And it has to change. Someone needs to sit him down and say, listen, you are so talented, but your attitude is dreadful. I could talk about this all day, but I hope you get what I'm saying. I know Rashford's shit, but I don't think he should be, because his talent's good, but his attitude's terrible. And if only he could sort his attitude out, but he just won't. And United might have to cut ties with him. And Bruno Fernandes is not getting any younger either. So I think United need to start building their front three around Diallo, Xerxes and Garnacho. Because them three, they might not be as talented as Rashford and Bruno, but what they give you is just something exciting. And Xerxes is a team player. They're all team players. And they're exciting players. And I don't know, it must be frustrating being a Man United fan. I'm an Arsenal fan and I'm frustrated with Man United. I'm running out of words with them, seriously. But there we are. Brighton have beaten Man United by 2-1, and it's getting worse and worse and worse for Manchester United and for Ten Hag.